Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Marvin Williams is out there with Zeller, and it's Sessions in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Chris, throughout your career, you spent a lot of time down low on the blocks, and we're seeing less of that now, those post-ups that were such a primary option when you played in teams' offenses. Does that concern you? Is that good or bad?
It's concerning from this point. Kids aren't being properly coached in the middle school and the high school level. Kids don't know how to play on the post.
That would give fans, I think, a better perspective of just how quick his trigger. He puts, you know what, when you play defense against Steph Curry, and I played against great players like you.
When you look back through the history of this game, whether it's been guards or big fellas, the post is not about how tall you are. The post is about how the closer you are to the basket, you usually have an advantage. And if you have game, then that pump fake game down there work and get you to the foul line. And if you are a good passer, then it draws the double team. It changes the angle that the defense has to look inside and play. It helps slow the pace down sometimes in the playoffs when the game gets tough and a little bit more physical. And we can say that everybody's changed their game, but only one team wins a year. So, you know, I don't know if the trend is necessarily not there with big guys not in the post when I look at guys like Drummond, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Horford, Jordan, Zebo, the Gasol brothers. It's still a lot of post players out there, so I don't subscribe to that opinion that is less on the post. I just subscribe to the opinion that maybe coaches don't want to coach that way because guys have post game. We just have to see if the game will change. But small ball right now is what everybody loves.
Great perspective. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Well, guys, we know Michael Kid Gilchrist is an impact player for the Hornets with his great defense. Last season, his shoulder injury set him back. Teammate Kemba Walker said his motor is different. You have to have him on the court. Kevin coach Steve Clifford put it simply, when he's on the floor, we play well. If he's not, we don't.
You can't boil it down more than that, B.A. Thank you. Kemba Walker has checked in for Sessions. Chris, you've been a part of some great teams that knew how to work well together as a unit. What is needed, you think, from teammates in order to make...
In the shot pocket, and then as you got older, you got stronger enough to shoot it from here. When the NBA right now, there's no hand checking, so Curry got to quickly...
That happen.
I think you need good leaders, and good leaders are always known to be great followers. And so I think you need great chemistry. Most importantly, talent, and the talent to execute, and a coach who understands and can deliver a message and inspire. And so it's a lot of moving parts. Number one, you just have to be blessed. Lucky enough to be in the right situation at the right time.
Great way to put it. Charlotte making a switch here. Roberts checked in. And something this Hornets team has done very well in the last few seasons, Chris, is take care of the ball.
And that's such a huge part of the game, minimizing mistakes. Hornets don't have too many huge threats on the roster, so they make the most of their possessions. They're also disciplined on the defensive end as they rarely commit sloppy fouls.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Batum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot clock at 5. From 13.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
His shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for him.
Count it, good. And that's 11 points for Johnson.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
Now, here's Batum. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Charlotte gets it back. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Batum is a genius to draw on these calls, putting his sensational length to great use.
A free throw dropped for Batum. And Nick Batum was one of the bigger free agents this offseason.
And teams were looking at Batum because of the impact he has that doesn't show up in the box score. He has the vision and skill set to be able to contribute to any offensive system. His size and ability to move his feet well, Nick Batum is a versatile defender. He can match up with anyone from the 1 through the 4. In general, he has no problem fitting into a lineup.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Fires the three. Again, Batum missing. And with Batum, that is something, Chris, that coaches appreciate. Having a player that can fill any role on offense or defense on short notice.
The ability to play multiple positions is an ability within itself. And Batum's unique length as a perimeter player allows that. It's one reason why he was so highly sought after in free agency.
Here's Bellinelli after the basket by Utah. Lets it go with a three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
To prevent these injuries, call 1-800-DRUG-HURT. For more information and to potentially recover compensation, call 1-800-DRUG-HURT.